Welcome to another vlog. Today I am going to be doing a bunch of packing for my move, and I'm about to actually carry a few things over to the new apartment and get some fresh air and probably find some lunch. And I'm also hoping to get a bit of knitting in today, so I thought I'd bring you along. Start with these 3 tote bags of mostly yarn and like knitting accessory things. This is a project that needs to be frogged still, but it's unspun and it takes forever and I never want to work on that. So we'll see if I feel like taking more things over after this, but let's go. Made it over. Whoa, it is so nicely lit in here. I am so excited. There are so many windows compared to my current apartment, so I can't wait. It's probably really echoey too because I'm in an empty room, but I'm gonna go find some lunch. I'm kind of craving like sweet green or a salad of some sort, and then go back home and start packing things up. I definitely am gonna have to get more boxes this weekend, which might be annoying. I'm gonna try to move stuff myself with my car tomorrow, like all of my spinning wheels, fragile stuff and whatnot. But yay, I'm excited. Windowsill in the kitchen, and I feel like there is a lot of potential to put like an herb garden right here. Maybe, is that a crazy idea? I just think it'd be nice. I don't know. Here's a little update on my last long pullover by Albina McLaughlin. I was one of her pre-knitters, and I have 1 decrease left on the sleeve. I'm very excited. It's gonna be so cozy. The nutiden is just so squishy, and I just love the shoulder. I ran out of project bags, so the nutiden has just been living in the original bag that it came in, and I had 500 grams, and this is what I've got left still, with like 1.5 sleeves to go. So, there's a little kitty. Hi, Bambi. something other than a t-shirt for the first time in I feel like forever because I'm gonna go get dinner tonight with a friend. Nothing too crazy, just some pasta because well, one, pasta is so good, and two, I'm running the New York City half marathon in a couple days, so figured I could probably start carb loading for that. I'm a little nervous for the race. I'm a super casual runner. I'm like, just do it for fun. Like, I don't, I'm not very fast. I don't go hard on the running, other than this will be my third half marathon that I've done, which I think is a great distance because I find it very challenging to run 13 miles, but it's just challenging enough where the training cycle for it is only, I think I usually follow like a 3 month long training plan. So it doesn't feel like it's, taking over my life as I imagine like training for a full marathon is. Like that seems really intense. Although if there's one marathon that I want to run ever, it would be the New York Marathon. That's like one of my favorite days of the year, just in general, is watching the New York City Marathon in the fall. I've had a few friends run it in the past, so obviously it's fun to like go and support your friends, but just watching all of the strangers run through the city is also inspiring. I ran it last year, the New York City Half Marathon, and had a blast. But I don't know. Life has just felt busy this year, and I feel like I just wasn't as on top of my training as I was last year. Hi, just want to cuddle? Okay. I don't have anything to prove. I'm just doing it for fun. So that's what I'm doing this weekend, other than packing and like partially moving some stuff. My movers come on Wednesday of next week, and I still have a lot left to pack. Tomorrow is going to be busy packing and making trips over to the new apartment. I have been trying to upload every Sunday. I'm not sure if you've noticed. I've only been doing it for a couple weeks, but hopefully this video is going up on Sunday as I'm running the half marathon. So please send me some good vibes, good energy, because I'll probably be in pain. I've just really been enjoying working on this sweater, and I really want to finish it. And I've been surprised at how fast the sleeves are going, which maybe shouldn't be a surprise because it's such a smaller circumference than the body. But I always forget that. I actually made an order from Woolly Mammoth. Emma is the owner of Woolly Mammoth Fibre Company. She does a lot of really great yarn blends, fiber blends. All are like 100% wool, pretty local to her. She's in Ireland, right? I'm pretty sure, yes. And she only uses natural dyes. So I've been following her for a while. I've been really wanting to try some of her bases because I always hear great things about her yarn. Um, so I made an order from her last shop update, and bought a sweater's quantity of her Hearth Decay base. It was listed as moss was the colorway. So in some lights there's like a very light green tint to it, but it's mostly gray. And the plan for that yarn is to make another one of these long last pullovers. I really like how Albina, who is the designer of this pullover pattern, um, I feel like a lot of her patterns, especially more recent patterns, she's been doing this thing where you can use like so many different yarns from in terms of like gauge. Like she'll suggest a DK to an Aran weight or something. And I think that's really cool. So I'm interested to see how the same pattern knits up in Woolly Mammoth versus nutiden. Plus, I really love the construction of this sweater. I think I just keep saying that over and over again. I just feel like it is kind of, one part genius, one part beautiful, and then you have this amazing sweater at the end. I just really admire Albina's designer brain. And I think she is amazing. I have a lot of patterns of hers in my queue that I want to make. Bambi's really cleaning her tail over here. I've definitely been holding off on doing some things until this move happens. I have 3 pairs of socks that I need to block that now I'm like, okay, well, I just have to wait until I move because I can't have wet socks lying around. I have 2 fleeces now that I want to process, and that is just a whole new learning experience that I'm a little intimidated to take on. I know people do it. Tazhi from Stitches and Starlight. Yes, that's her YouTube. Stitches and Starlight on YouTube. She's an amazing maker. She lives in Brooklyn. I know she processes fleece in her apartment, so I think I can do it in my apartment too. It's possible. I think it's just a matter of getting the supplies. I've been doing a lot of reading on different methods, and Kim over at the Youthful Fibre Farm and Mill, who I consider one of my spinning teachers, has been very helpful in terms of giving me tips on how to process a fleece. And so I just need to bite the bullet and order the supplies that I need and, try it out on a small portion of the fleece, see how it goes, and then process all of it. I think a good goal for myself would be to have all of that fleece processed and like cleaned by summer, maybe? Is that too crazy? By like June 1st? Maybe that's crazy. Maybe by the end of the summer. I do have a drum carder, which I haven't played with very much, but I bought it because I wanted to process fleece and like, um, hi. I bought it because I wanted to process fleece and just have the freedom to card bats for myself. I don't know. It was a birthday gift to myself. I'm really good at gifting myself things for my birthday. I will give myself like 10 gifts. I have some washed fleece from Melly Knits, I believe is her handle on Instagram. She processes and sells like hand processed wool and bats. She's Canadian. I have a bat from her that I would like to spin up, and I bought a few ounces of cleaned fleece, mostly as like a test run for myself. So I need to put that through the drum carder and experiment and play with that. Where was I going with that? I have a lot of sweaters I want to knit. I have a lot of yarns I want to spin. So many things. It's so fun. Yeah. Oh, I was saying there's a list of things I've been holding off on doing until I move. That is one of them. I am getting a little sad about leaving this little apartment. I really loved living here. It's also the first apartment that I lived in by myself, which felt like a really big deal for me personally, just because it can be so expensive to live alone in New York City. I definitely, loved living with friends and as roommates the first years of being in the city. That was really fun, but I was also really proud of myself for getting to a place where I could afford to live alone, which just felt like this huge accomplishment that I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to do. This new apartment's definitely an upgrade and will be really great. I think it's a really good find and has a lot of good vibes and good space and an elevator. I'll be giving up my like top floor walk up, which whenever I say that I like don't mind. I say that I don't mind. I don't mind living in a walk up until I have like 3 bags of groceries with me, and then I'm annoyed about it. But most of the time, I don't mind living in a walk up. A lot of the times, it's just like what you get in New York. But the new apartment has an elevator, which is very exciting. All that to say, I'll be sad to leave this cozy little apartment that has definitely become just a yarn studio haven. But I'm also excited to have a space that will be big enough to, host more friends and hopefully family will like come and stay. Right now, my apartment, it's like perfect for one person, but if there's more than one body in this apartment, it definitely starts to feel cramped like really fast. It'll all be good. I'm just getting sentimental about it now. I think I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are and that you get to make something also wonderful. And I will talk to you soon.